So we're going to take a look at the virtue of tact in your textbook, in your virtues guide. From Proverbs, a soft answer turns away wrath, but a grievous word stirs up anger. So what is tact? Tact is telling the truth in a way that does not disturb or offend people. It is knowing what to say and what is better left unsaid. Being tactful is sharing your news with others in a way that makes it easier for them to accept. Sometimes it's better, some things are better left unsaid. You may have information that you'd like to tell someone, but if you tell them, it may hurt them. So maybe it's best not to tell them. So sometimes it's okay to leave things unsaid. Tact is thinking before you speak. I always say it's like putting the brain in action, putting the brain in gear before you put your mouth in action. Think about what you're going to say before you say it. Being tactful means knowing when to stay silent. Often you know things that you could say, but saying them may hurt someone. Rather than tell a lie, being tactful means that you look for a way to share the truth so that it helps rather than hurts the other person. This is especially important when you feel angry or upset. When you're tactful, you don't point out people's differences to embarrass them. You are as careful about others' feelings as you would like them to be of yours. It's a beautiful virtue, isn't it? Page 246, why would you bother practicing tact? Well, the reason is, when people do not practice tact, they are rude and blunt. They go around saying whatever pops into their heads. Other people's feelings are hurt. Without tact, people are insensitive to others. They don't wait to be asked a question. They may tell the truth, but they do it in a way which is too painful for others to hear. Other people get their guard up, and nothing much comes out of the conversation except hurt. Without tact, when people are angry, they say things which can damage a relationship. When people are being tactful, the truth is always told with gentleness and kindness. People wait to be asked before sharing anything that may be hurtful. Even if they're angry, tactful people avoid saying mean things. Other people can listen more easily, and so problems can be worked out. We all grow and learn when the truth is presented to us with tact. So tact means kindness. So how do you practice tact? Page 247, you practice tact by being kind when you tell the truth. Stop and think before you speak. Asking yourself if this is something better left unsaid. Decide whether to keep quiet or speak up. Sometimes being tactful is keeping things to yourself. When telling others might hurt them, you keep it to yourself. If you do speak up, do it in a way which is sensitive to another's feelings. Don't do it in front of other people or in a way that will embarrass them. If someone asks you a direct question and you think the answer might hurt him, to think of a tactful answer, say, "Let me think," and take the time to think before you answer. This is also important when you're feeling angry. Rather than just attacking someone with words, wait until you calm down and then tell them what's bothering you. When you practice tactfulness, you don't draw attention to someone who looks different. You don't point and laugh, and you don't look away as if he is ugly. You just smile and say hello the way you would with anyone. When you're really good at practicing tact, you can tell someone almost anything and he will feel good about having heard it. That's amazing, isn't it? That video we listened to with Johnny Reed, you notice in the beginning of the video, everybody looks sad and grumpy, but then when their light started to shine, they started to smile and feel happy. And that's the difference again between darkness and light. And we always want to see light. Now, when you're talking about tact with children, you'll notice here it says, what would tact look like if you meet someone who has a handicap? And you can discuss that then with children. Would you treat a handicapped person the same as you would treat anybody else? Well, I know in terms of maybe helping them, but in terms of being kind to them and friendly and saying hello, you would treat them just like everybody else, right? You know, you wouldn't avoid a handicapped person because they're handicapped, but you would still go and you would smile and say hello and be friendly and kind to them. Your friend asks you if you like her strange haircut. For example, like my haircut? I have a COVID haircut. My daughter cut it. She said, but Dad, how do you want to cut? I said, I don't care, just cut it. It's too long, because my hair was long and it was winged out like this, right? It was really long. And when I put my cap on, my cap used to rise up because my hair used to push my cap off my head. So, you're not going to look at me now and say, Bob, your hair is awful. Bob, your hair is ugly. You're not going to say that, are you? You're going to say, oh, nice haircut. Whether you believe it or not, yes.
Reminds me of my father. My mom used to cut my dad's hair.
Yeah.
It was long like
Yeah, that's what mine's like. Was like, yeah. So I said, before I go to work, I said, I need my hair cut. So she got at it, you know. So, you know, you're not going to look at me and say, Bob, your hair doesn't look very nice. You may feel that way, but you're not going to say it if you are a tactful person. You're going to be kind about it, right? You're going to say something like, if your hair was a little longer, it'd be nicer, Bob. How about you're hugging your father and notice he has bad breath? What would you say? Well, my granddaughter said, Pop, your breath stinks. Oh, gee, I just got home from work. I said I brushed my teeth in the morning and I didn't brush my teeth when I got home. So when I gave her a hug, she smelled my breath and it was awful, and she said so. But that's coming from a little 7-year-old. So I can accept that, and I understand, and I went and brushed my teeth and, you know, did some gargling. So, before you speak, let's see if I can read that from here now. It says, think, D-H-I-N-K, down like this. It says, before you speak, T, is it true? H, is it helpful? I, is it inspiring? And is it necessary to say what you're about to say? Because if not, then don't say it. And K, is what you're about to say kind? If it's not, don't say it. So, think. Wrong one. T-H-I-N-K. Think before you speak. So I'll have this for you when you come over.